Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of Good Morning Hebrew Home. I am your host for Friday, Liisa Murray. I am excited. We have a wonderful show for you today. Today is Friday, March 26th. The weather for today, rainy skies in the morning will give way to clear skies in the afternoon with highs of up to 73 degrees. So today would be a great day to spend a little time going outside. If you get a moment, sit in what will soon be sun and warm weather this afternoon. On this day in history, in 1934, driving tests were introduced in Britain. Of course that makes sense, but I just feel like driving tests are something that have always happened. So that was so shocking to me that's when they were introduced. In 1936, Mary Joyce ends a 1,000-mile trip by dog in Alaska. Now, I looked this up because I was like, what is this? What is this story? So in 1934, after being a nurse to Hack Smith for 4 years and an unexpected heart attack that took his life, Mary Joyce was deeded the Taku Glacier Lodge. With the camp, she also inherited 15 sled dogs and 3 head of cattle. Turning the private lodge into a tourist resort that could accommodate up to 30 guests, business thrived. In 1935, she was invited to the 1936 March Fairbanks Ice Carnival. This began another adventure of her lifetime, a 1,000-mile dog sled journey straight from her home to Fairbanks. She chose her 5 best dogs, including her guide dog named Chokak Lagoose. That's a great name. Leaving in December with plenty of time, she joined a native group to Atlin and had guides continue with her through the White Pass to Whitehorse. Hurdled by illness and blizzard conditions in parts of remote wild Alaska, she never gave up through temperatures as low as negative 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Can you imagine? With no shelter until she reached the Tanana Crossing. At this time, she learned of the media buzz locally and nationally following her story. She also realized that she would not arrive on time to the carnival if she continued with her dog team. Mary Joyce made the difficult decision to finish the last 250 miles by plane, promising to return immediately after the carnival for the dogs to officially complete the mush to Fairbanks. Upon arriving to the carnival, Mary Joyce declined the invitation of competing in the Miss Alaska Beauty Contest in favor of an honorary membership into the Pioneers of Alaska. Sounds like something that's a little bit more her style. This organization's goal was to preserve early Alaskan history and was formed in 1907. She later continued with her promise and returned for her dog team to complete the mush, arriving into Fairbanks on March 26, 1936. Joyce journaled throughout this expedition, allowing us to understand so much of her extraordinary journey. "I just wanted to see if I could do it," she said to journalists upon completing the adventurous and daring mush. Among this accomplishment, she also became one of Alaska's first female bush pilots, an airline stewardess, nurse, entrepreneur, and political candidate. Can you imagine? What a life. So, moving on, in 1937, Joe DiMaggio takes Ty Cobb's advice and replaces his 40-ounce bat with a 36-ounce one. This sounds small to me, but I imagine if you follow baseball, this is probably important in some kind of way. In 1943, LCS Ott is the first woman to be awarded the U.S. Air Force Medal. In 1953, Dr. Jonas Salk announces that he has successfully tested a vaccine to prevent polio, and clinical trials will begin the next year. In 1955, the Ballad of Davy Crockett, version recorded by Hill Hayes, becomes the #1 record in the U.S. In 1958, the 30th Academy Awards, The Bridge on the River Kwai, wins Best Picture. Joanne Woodward and Alec Guinness win Best Actress and Best Actor, respectively. In 1964, Funny Girl opens at the Winter Garden Theater for 1,348 performances. What a great musical. 1973, TV soap The Young and the Restless premieres on CBS. And in 1990, Japanese filmmaker Akira Kurosawa wins the Academy Award for Lifetime Achievement. In celebrity birthdays, 1930, Sandra Day O'Connor, American first woman Supreme Court Justice from 1981 to 2006, was born in El Paso, Texas. In 1931, Leonard Nimoy, American actor, known for Spock in Star Trek and in Mission Impossible, was born in Boston, Massachusetts. In 1940, Nancy Pelosi, American politician, first female Speaker of the House, was born in Baltimore, Maryland. In 1944, another female star, Diana Ross, American singer and actress, best known for, of course, The Supremes, Lady Sings the Blues, and Mahogany, of course, her own solo work, is born in Detroit, Michigan. 1950, Martin Short, Canadian comedian, so very funny, known for SNL, SCTV, and the movie Three Amigos, born in Hamilton, Ontario. So those are our famous birthdays. And holidays, this weekend is a big weekend for holidays, actually. So tomorrow evening begins Passover, and this Sunday is Palm Sunday, as well as the Hindu festival of Holi. So I've gotten together a few photos for you that we're going to pull up on the screen to show you a little bit about what Holi is. So what is Holi? Holi has been celebrated in the Indian subcontinent for centuries, with poems documenting celebrations dated back to the 4th century CE. It marks the beginning of spring after a long winter, symbolic of the triumph of good over evil. It is celebrated in March, corresponding to the Hindu calendar month of Falguna. How is Holi celebrated? On the eve of the festival, large pyres are lit in many parts of India to signify the burning of evil spirits. People often throw wood, dry leaves, and twigs into bonfire. On the day of Holi, entire streets and towns turn red, green, and yellow as people throw colored powder into the air and splash them on each other. Look, isn't that beautiful? All those colors in the air. And let's see. Another great picture. Each color carries a meaning. Red, for example, symbolizes love and fertility, while green stands for new beginnings. People also splash water on each other in the celebration. Water guns are used to squirt water, while balloons filled with colored water are also flung from rooftops. Later on in the day, families gather together for festive meals. It is also common to distribute sweets among neighbors and families. Look, there's some of the colored powder that they share. I think it's so vibrant and beautiful. And here's another picture. These pictures are so beautiful. It seems like such a really fun holiday that celebrates color, life, excitement. And you can see the different colors there, signifying different things. And some people together. Doesn't that look like so much fun? That looks like such a wonderful holiday. So that's for Holi. And if none of these holidays are for you, you can always celebrate a lesser known holiday on Sunday, and that is Respect Your Cat Day, which I'm sure your cat would love for you to celebrate every single day. So those are the holidays. Let's turn a little closer to home, some of our staff birthdays for this weekend. So today, happy birthday to Victoria, Regina, and Esther from nursing. Happy birthday. Dr. Palace from medical, and Avril from Access. On Saturday, happy birthday to Marsha Lee and Tricia from nursing, Isaac from food service, and Wendelin from home health. Happy birthday. In resident birthdays today, we wish a very happy birthday to Joan C., Saturday to Herodia M., and Sunday to Talabi J. Happy birthday from all of us here at Good Morning Hebrew Home. So let's get into reading some of the meals. I'm going to read both the regular non-kosher meals as well as the kosher meals. So I'll read the non-kosher first. So today's lunch, cheese pizza, Israeli salad, and oatmeal cookies for dessert. The dinner will be vegetable soup. The entree will be Greek chicken with broccoli orzo and fruit cocktail for dessert. On Saturday, the lunch will be barbecue chicken, sweet potato and green beans, very solid, peach mango applesauce for dessert. The dinner will be vegetable and quinoa soup, The entree will be bolognese lasagna and a garlic bread knot, yes please, and chocolate rugelach for dessert. That sounds like a good one. And Sunday, the non-kosher meal lunch will be meatballs, marinara sauce, spaghetti with broccoli florets. Dessert will be a brownie. And for dinner, the soup will be black bean. The entree will be a garden vegetable quiche, mixed greens with carrots and cabbage, and a fig cookie for dessert. So moving on to the kosher menu. Kosher meals for today. Lunch will be garlic flounder, sweet potato souffle, roasted cauliflower with pears for dessert. The dinner will be vegetable soup, barbecue chicken, roasted potatoes, mushroom medley, and a marble pound cake for dessert. On Saturday, the lunch will be cholent, potato kugel, steamed carrots and peas with peach mango applesauce for dessert. The dinner will be chicken noodle soup, beef brisket, and garlic mashed potatoes with broccoli, and a jelly roll for dessert. That sounds good. And for kosher menu on Sunday, tomato and rice soup for lunch with meatloaf and roasted potatoes with strawberries, one of my favorite fruits, for dessert. And for dinner, the soup will be matzo ball soup, roast salmon, sweet noodle souffle, Simmet's carrots, and carrot cake. So those are your meals for this weekend. So I am so excited to join us today. We have a special guest. You see her often on our television here. It's our very own musician, Clare Cooper. Clare, come join us. Hey.
Hi.
Welcome,
everybody.
welcome. So
Good
happy to have you here. Yes. So welcome. How are you?
I'm good. I want to do that thing with the color powders. That is so beautiful.
Doesn't that sound so fun?
Yeah.
I think that would be what a wonderful trip to get to go to India, see India, already a beautiful, amazing country and culture and people.
Oh, yeah.
And then during this beautiful holiday as well, I think that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you came today to bring us some music.
Right.
We haven't talked about it today, but we've been celebrating all month Women's History Month.
Right. And there's so many women to celebrate. It's been hard to narrow them down. I've been making my programs, my broadcasts about women in different genres.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue that on Tuesday.
Wonderful.
But it's been so hard narrowing it down because there are just so many.
I can imagine. Just today when we were talking about On This Day in History, we talked about a accomplished woman I had never heard of before, Mary Joyce, who did that 1,000-mile dog sled in 1935, I believe they said, and finished in 1936.
Oh.
So there are so many.
That's a long trip.
I know. There are so many accomplished women. And I know one of the things that I love about your programs, all of our musicians have their own angle and way that they bring us wonderful musical programming. But you always do so much research and really come up with themes and talk a lot about what's going on. So, yeah.
Well, I kind of go down a rabbit hole when I start doing it because it's so interesting.
Yeah.
I want to have a little bit of something to say about every song and every performer. And I start researching and it's so, I learn so much doing it.
Yeah, and that's so wonderful, I feel like, because when you have that joy for something, when you enjoy learning about something, the audience feels that too. The people at home feel that you're excited about it. So that's one of the things I really love about your programs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And what have you got for us today?
Well, I was going to do a song by Peggy Lee because I wanted to do something happy, something cheerful. It's kind of gray outside, and when it's like that, I want to try and liven things up. And she did a lot of very positive songs in an era when a lot of women, as much as I love them, were singing songs about, oh, my man hurt me so much, and I want to die, and all that. She kept things very lively and very upbeat, and you always felt like she was having a great time.
Oh, that's so fun. As much as we love a beautiful, sad song, sometimes you don't want only sad songs. You need a song that makes you feel the good things in life.
Yeah. So this is a song by Peggy Lee. She wrote it with Bill Schluger, and it's from 1961. And it's How I Feel Being Here.
Oh, wonderful. Well, let's hear it for Clare Cooper.
Alrighty. I love the East, I love the West, and North and South, they're both the best. But I'll only go there as a guest, 'cause I love being here with you. I love the sea, I shore. I love the rocks, and what is more, with you there they'd never be a bore. 'Cause I love being here with you, singing in the shower, laughing by the hour. Life is such a breezy game. Love all kinds of weather whenever we're together. I love to hear you say my name. I like good wine and fine cuisine and candlelight. I love the scene, but baby, you know what I mean. I love being here with you. I like a dance by Fred Astaire and Brando's eyes, Yul Brynner's hair. But I think to tell you's only fair that I love being here with you. And Cary Grant, oh, do not aid, his utter charm takes me away. But get me wrong, how do you say that I love being here with you? Basie's band is swinging, I like Ella singing, 'cause there's something else, you know. They know how to play it, they know how to say it, they wind it up and let it go. I love the thrill of New York shows. I'd like to kiss Durante's nose, but I'd like to say before I close that I love being here with you. I love being here with you. I love being here with you.
Yay! Oh, I love that song.
That would be
That
a good
was-
one for you.
Oh, I should learn it. I was just thinking that's such
Absolutely.
a fun and funny song too. I love the
Yeah.
line about Broadway shows and Durante's nose. I think that's so funny.
Yeah. Especially since Broadway shows are like they're going to be making a comeback.
I mean,
how about that?
I'm so excited.
Me too.
If you watch
Yeah.
the show with me with any regularity, you know I'm a huge fan of Broadway shows. And so, you know, it's one of the many things we've been missing this year, and I really look forward to getting to be in a live theater again. That's going to be such a special moment. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Claire,
Thank you
and
for
sharing
having
some
me.
joy with us today. Well, that's pretty much it for us today. So tune in later today for Catholic services at 11:15 and Shabbat Shalom at 3 p.m. Today's Broadway matinee at 2 p.m. on Channel 88, speaking of Yul Brynner's hair, is The King and I. If you missed any portion of today's show, it will be replayed on Channel 88 at 6:30, and you can find all of our episodes on YouTube. So we here at Good Morning Hebrew Home wish a wonderful weekend to all of you, and we will see you back here, same time Monday morning.